Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Warhammer 40,000 Marneus Calgar number 5. Been out in the shops for like 2 weeks. I think it came out last week. And this was an interesting finale of the miniseries. I'm not quite blown away by it, but, you know, it ends the story. It's written by Kieron, Gillen. Jacen Burrows is the penciler. Guillermo Ortego is the inker. Tartaglia is the colorist. Clayton, Cowles is the letterer. Joe Sabino is the designer. So the series has been interesting is that it's been an exploration of Marneus Calgar, and what we've learned about this character is the hero that we thought wasn't always this hero. He was actually the assistant to the original Marneus, who was cut down in training. This issue is all about him battling forces of chaos, the evil forces that kind of kicked off the series. Things come around and he winds up dealing with the same individuals from the beginning of the series, which is a little kind of pushing it, if you ask me. And like overall, like it's just a lot of battles, a lot of fighting. It's a lot of just over the top violence, and I think the smart stuff that we saw in the previous 4 issues. The reveals about Marneus' true self, what it takes to become a Marine, that small stuff, it's just kind of lost in this. This is one big giant battle issue, which I'm sure many people will appreciate, but I enjoyed the little bit more of a, I don't want to say intelligent, but just not quite a big giant battle. It's not a bad finale. It is what it is in a way to finish the comic. It was clearly where things were going. But, it's one of those that things were so interesting in the setup for the first 4 issues. The 5th one just kind of, if I wanted a battle, I'd just play it on my tabletop, right? I got my orcs, I got my Death Guard, I got Marines, I could ban Chaos, I could probably go rock this battle pretty easy. But, it's, even the battle itself, there's nothing I think that really jumps out at me. There's some cool moments here and there, but it's not memorable. None of it's memorable. And that's kind of a shame, because there's earlier in this issues or the series that really, really stand out as memorable. So the fact that this isn't, the art is decent. There's a slight improvement. I think my one issue with the series is the art's been decent, but it never has quite caught the grim, dark look you'd expect from GW. And not that I would expect Marvel to do that, but, there's a slight cartoony aspect to it that doesn't quite, I think, fit the attitude of the series. There's some cool stuff. There's some badass blood flying. Here, we'll end it on this one. Dude blows up. We get teases every once in a while of, an over-the-top cartoony violence to the comic. But as a whole, it doesn't quite fit. There's just, read the comics or read the stories and the books and even the back matter and the codexes and the rule books and stuff like that. The stories sometimes are really badass. And just that, rock and roll, awesomeness. I think of a chainsword gripping into someone in battle, and that thought and that what should be awesome is not reflected in the story. There's just something missing, and it comes down to the art. I think it didn't quite match for me, and it's been my issue throughout the series. But it's not enough that I'm gonna say don't the art's good. I just don't think it quite matches exactly what I would expect for the story in the series. There's some cool moments. There are some really, really cool moments. The battle for Marneus and how he deals with his foe is pretty cool. There's also some nice stuff that goes through Marneus's life, where he just kind of does the these are the things I've been through, and kind of reflects on his life. Hopefully we see more of that. There's some really cool stuff in there. But overall, it's a fine ending. I think it's going to be really cool when everything's collected, and reading it as a trade, it will be it'll be a stronger read than I think the individual issues, and hopefully we get some extra material. I think that would be really neat. As I said, so this is out in comic shops now. There's some cool stuff with this. I'm not going to show it off because there is a barcode that you might be able to use, but you can go take this into a GW store and get a free Primaris Intercessor. So if you've ever been interested in Warhammer 40k and just reading the comics and maybe want to see what it's about, go find a local GW store, Games Workshop store, the actual Warhammer stores, and if you got the comic, go show it off. Take this comic, show it off, and you can get a free figure, and they'll probably give you a game painting lesson as well. So yeah, I mean, from this fan who's been a GW fan for 25 years, about 25 years, yeah. You know, it's a decent ending. I think the previous 4 issues were stronger, but it is what it is. It wraps up everything, and yeah, it is. Let's go with that. It is what it is. It's out in comic shops now. It's been out. You can go get it. There's a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. Tell if a shop's near you. No shop, no problem. We do have affiliate links. There are affiliate links. So we do get a small percentage of that. By doing that, you help support a site. So thank you. If you are interested in the Warhammer 40,000 Marneus Calgar, you can, if you are interested in learning more about Warhammer 40,000, you can go hit up our game site at boardgametoday.com. If you're interested in comics, follow us at Graphic Policy. You can follow us at Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all that stuff. All at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.